Hi. One of the most common concerns which many teacher trainees ask me is how can we know or understand a teacher training center? A Montessori teacher training center is authentic. So one of the easiest method is to understand whether they have the knowledge that a Montessori practicals are divided into four parts. One is exercise of practical life, and the second is sensorial, and the third is arithmetic, and the fourth is language. So one of the ways where a person who is trying to do a Montessori teacher training from any center around India or anywhere else, what we can do is because there are a lot of places where it is not genuine, so it is quite natural for teacher trainees to get worried because they're paying so much money and they need to be taught properly. So these four things you can keep in mind is whether the particular teacher training center have all the materials for EPL, that is exercise of practical life, sensorial, arithmetic and language, whether the institute have all the materials required. And the second thing what you can observe is whether the institute is maintaining these materials properly or not. See, if it is not a proper, authentic Montessori training center, they will disrespect the material a lot. Just the way we respect the book which we are learning, or just the way we respect the textbooks which we learn, the same is applicable to Montessori materials. We cannot, the way we collect forest sticks or sticks from the forest in all ancient days, that's not the way to collect number roads. I've seen many places where they will just collect it like this and they will just carry it in bunch because that's easier for them to collect and bring it to the presentation area than to bring each number road one by one. So the second thing what you can observe is how they are handling the materials in that institute, whether they have kept it neatly, whether it's dusty, or whether it's lying on the floor. All these are indications about how well they will teach you how to handle the presentation and how to bring the materials to the presentation area. All these things we cannot ask them to give a presentation unless and until the institute has a demo class. So by observing whether this institute have all the materials, so easily you can Google these days and you will get all the list of Montessori materials according to the four subdivisions which I mentioned in the video before. Just a moment before. So whether all the materials are available, how are they keeping the materials, are they kept neatly, how are they handling the materials? Because if the institute doesn't teach us how to handle the materials, how are we going to go out and teach children, small children, how to handle these materials? Isn't it? So you can keep that in mind and always go for an institute which offers blended or combined course. What is a blended and combined course? Blended and combined course is you can do the theory portion online and you can do the practicals offline. The institute will encourage you to come to the institute and have a hands-on experience. So those people are authentic. I always tell, learning Montessori online, learning how to handle the Montessori materials online will be equal to how to learn to swim online. There's no point in doing so. That there was only one batch which I took online during the COVID time, and that batch I offered them post-COVID. I offered them to come to my institute and have a hands-on experience, and many ladies, many teacher trainees told, oh my god, when you were showing it online, the distance between the hand and the materials were so different, and the moment when we are doing it, it is so different. So always go for an institute which offers a blended or a combined course where they allow you to come and do a hands-on training with the materials. So the advantage of Montessori method is definitely the materials, Montessori materials developed by Dr. Maria Montessori. But then on other side, the disadvantage is also the materials, because without these materials, it is a bit difficult to teach teacher trainees as well as students. We have to at least make these. EPL is very easy to find at home. EPL materials are very exercise of practical life materials are very easy to find at home. To some extent, sensorial materials are also easy to find. But then arithmetic materials and language materials, we'll have to make them at home. If you are skilled, you can make them with cardboard boxes. But again, for that, you need to observe and understand the material first. So these are the few points which which you can keep in mind while selecting an authentic Montessori training center. First, whether they have all the materials with them. Second, how they are keeping it, whether they're keeping it neatly or whether they're handling it very badly. And lastly, what you can do is never go for a course, Montessori course, which is completely online, because there's no point in learning like that. You must keep in mind you are going to teach small children. So let's do a good job, because we are trying to put a foundation for the next generation. Hope it resonates with you, whatever I said. Thank you for listening.